Hey guys, today I'm going to show you 2 exercises to take care of your Achilles tendonitis and a little bonus on how to do it if you've got flat feet. But before that, let's do a bit of grooming. Let's go! Salut, c'est Stéphane from Safe Motions, and today we're going to talk about the 2 most effective exercises for Achilles tendonitis with a little bonus at the end for people who have flat feet. Now, the first exercise has been proven to work in 80% of the cases, and all you need for that is an Achilles tendon, a hand, and a step. So let's get going. Now, the order in which we do the movement is quite important, so you have to pay attention. First of all, this is not a balance exercise, so make sure you hang on to something. So watch the feet. What we want to do is go up on 2 feet, stand on the foot that is injured, and then lower our heel as far down as it will go. Once we're down, put the other foot down again and lift yourself using the 2 legs. And you're up on that injured leg again. Let the heel drop, put the other foot down, lift with 2 feet, drop, and repeat. You could also do that with the knees bent. Same thing, up and down, up and repeat. The protocol is a 12 weeks protocol, and you have to increase every week a little bit more. Start with 10 per day, and after that you increase to 2 times 10 per day. And then once you're done with that, you can add a backpack to make it a little heavier. What's important to strengthen is the absorption part of your running stance. So you want to develop the strength of landing, not the strength of taking the foot off the floor. The theory is that there's an imbalance between the strength taking off and the strength of landing, and that's why the tendon gets inflamed. That's why we're doing heel drops instead of heel lifts. Now let's talk a little bit about Achilles tendonitis and what it is. The Achilles tendon runs from down the calf all the way to the heel. What happens is if you increase your mileage and running a little too fast, a little too intensely, then this section might get inflamed, and then you get pain perhaps anywhere basically from here to there. It's extremely painful when you touch it. It might be painful when you run. Most of the times it's painful after the run, perhaps the next day. So for this next exercise, it's actually the second most effective. It's very easy to do. You need your hand. I suggest to put your hand like this, sort of in a L shape, but with a broken bit of the index. So basically, you're going to use this as a clamp. Clamp, 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 clamp. Put your hands where you know it's going to hurt and just press gently in that direction, just flicking backwards. Start light. Don't press too hard or that might hurt. And as you go, after a few minutes, you'll feel that the pain goes down a little bit. And that's when you know you're doing well. If the pain doesn't go down, then maybe give that a rest. Try again the next day. Do this as often as you can during the whole day and watch as eventually the pain just disappears. Essentially, it's just a massage of the Achilles tendon. But what's important is how to massage. In that direction, don't massage up and down. Now don't forget, the secret to recovery for all injuries is a slow, progressive return to running. What's really important is that you don't just give it a 1-week rest and then go back and do your usual mileage and usual intensity. What you need to do instead is progressively build up every day up to the level of fitness that you had before the injury. Just give it enough rest and then slowly start with a slow jog, not too long, not too intense, until you feel like your heel is healed. So if you have flat feet, there's a little modification that you can do to make it even more effective for you, because there could be many different reasons for you hurting in the Achilles tendon. So you need to take a more general approach as much as you can. So all you need to do is change the angle of your foot if you've got flat feet to try and elongate and stretch out the part of the tendon that's gotten tight. Let's have a look from behind. One of the reasons why you might have flat feet is if that Achilles tendon is just dropping inwards. So this side of the fiber is too long and this one is too tight. So you want also to stretch the outside of your Achilles tendon. A very good way to do that is turning your foot inwards. So you're going to bring your heel out and you're going to perform exactly the same exercise as you go down there. And then up with 2 feet, go down here and up and down. Make sure you're holding onto something. This should not be a balance exercise. Make sure also that your foot doesn't cave in, because that's what we're trying to avoid. We're trying to keep that foot towards the outside. This is when you're stretching the outside of the tendons. That's it for today. I hope you've enjoyed this. Don't forget to subscribe and check out our other videos. In the meantime, à bientôt.